Good morning,
A
everyone.
blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Be quiet, Ica. Today's video, we definitely will be finally going over the Fontaine story missions. I have yet to do any mission. I've been waiting to grind the story campaign so you all can see my live reaction. And well, here we are. So let's dive right onto it. I haven't watched any spoilers. I've made sure not to watch anything on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, but everything so far from gameplay wise, this looks amazing. I did explore, so spoiler there, I did explore, but I have not done of like anything. I haven't done any story mission. So let's hop right to it.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow.
Is the audio okay?
Everything looks so
Okay.
advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
So I heard it's about what I imagined. It is more impressive than what I expected.
Seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Bro, he wants to meet the Hydra Archon first time, bro?
Good idea. Mahito
An
gave us
early
loads of
storm
useful
strain?
information.
What year is it? Bro, we're back, bro. We gotta grind the YouTube content.
Seeking out the 7 is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Also, let me reduce my camera so I'm not taking up too much space. We'll keep me right here. Bro, he wants to see the Water Archon already, bro.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along?
He just said that she
Mahito
has
said
a very unique personality, bro. Oh, hype.
Whatever that means. To learn about a nation's god,
Start
start
with the nation's
with the
people?
nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the...
That's true. Because in Mondstadt, people are just so free to do
Ask
whatever.
me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight
Also,
on a
good
little
morning.
longer
Good morning,
for his
everyone.
family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his
I
story
do know
is
whoever
quite
watches
the
this
tearjerker.
video, it may be a different time. It could be nighttime, morning time. So, good morning, good evening, good night.
Excuse me, can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine.
Can
And
the
we have
traveler
something we
speak
wanted
for
to ask,
himself,
but
yo?
You seem to be
Chill.
really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like a real trial?
A trial?
But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act.
I
while
love that we
harboring
have
ulterior
NPCs
motives.
talking finally.
Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here.
Obviously.
You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
Okay.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that?
Strider, I can't wait for
Not
you to listen to this
question
music,
Fontaine's
to
way of
this
doing
area.
things. It's just
Chef's
that
kiss.
putting someone on trial
Chef's kiss.
is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette. As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Pure trees? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if
I'm
we
kind
get
of
the chance.
hype.
Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Just go to the Opera House?
What
That
they mean
easy?
is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
So I wish you could interact with characters in game outside of like the main story. Like, could I go to the Justice House when they're not, you know, a trial? When they're not on trial and
Is
see
the
the
Hydro
Hydro
Archon
Archon?
super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No, Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is
Alright,
the
Strider.
Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Oh, she can be dramatic. Strider, $5. You like the Hydro Archon?
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
The what now?
Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
So I'm pretty much in the Hydro area, and over the Hydro area they have a god. So I'm saying I bet $5 you'll like the Hydro god.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Don't
Yes,
Google
you're
it, bro.
right. I
Don't,
guess
Goo-
I
don't
should
Google
at
what
least
she looks
try to
like.
be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera, but who knows how long making an appointment will
I don't think I would have bet.
Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
The girl over there? Who do you see?
Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Shouldn't you run over there, bro? This sounds like head nod. Oh, look at my waifu. In Fontaine, bro. I still hate this outfit. There's nothing special about it, but let's get it. Ma'am? Hello? Hello? Hey? What are you doing?
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids.
Not the reminiscing.
It's just atop that hill over there.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the
They
water?
live in the water? Wait.
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And
Ooh.
though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind.
What are you, a dolphin?
The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories.
I got it. They're fishmen from One Piece. I got it.
It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Wait. Please don't tell me you're one of those brothers who's overprotective of his sister because he sees a guy talking to his sister.
Oh, and
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, And this is my sister Lynette.
Lynette
If I
and
had
Lynette.
to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just
You
arrived
can say
in
my name
Fontaine.
Storm? The name is right there.
We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Brother, let the traveler say something, bro. It's been like 4 whole
So
arcs.
that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
I wish this guy, the traveler, can be
Seems you
talking
were
sometimes.
right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now.
Uh-oh.
Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Uh-oh, what's going on in Heaven Fontaine? What's going on? So,
Where
going
to
on?
begin? Let's put that question on hold for a minute.
Oh, you didn't
We
want to
still
tell
haven't
me.
formally
He didn't
greeted
want to
each
tell
other
me.
yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
It's a pleasure. He got the Hisoka
And hello,
teardrop,
Paimon.
bro. Oos.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
Facts.
By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the
There's
opera
nothing
house
like
to
when you
meet the
travel
Hydro
somewhere
Archon.
and there's
Would you be
no
able
one
to
you
show us
know.
the way?
Cause like when you travel somewhere like out of state and you know nobody, it's like crap. Can I get some help on where to go? Cause I don't know what's to
So
do
you're going
around
to see
here.
Lady
What to
Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the opera house later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please follow me.
Please follow me. So thank you. We're gonna skip all of that. What the? You see the person running in the background? Going.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Uh-oh. Son? Oh? Strider.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know?
How
we
does
were
she
looking
know,
for
bro?
her?
Does she have eyes and ears everywhere? Is everyone linked?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
There's like 4 people here. 1, 2, 3.
As you can all see, 2 unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation.
Bro,
Come,
she's the
let us
god,
make a
bro.
toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Okay, that's the 4th person. Okay, 5, 6. I'm sorry. Bruh.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless.
Oh, bro, so she heard about the chaos
I
going
have come
on?
to receive you personally. insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity.
Bro. Wait, she has two different eye colors. She has two different eye colors. Y'all see that? The blue and then the purple and blue. Oh, I'm curious. She has piqued my curiosity.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
So that's cool. So this arc already differentiates between the recent 2 arcs, or 3. Because in Sumeru, you have to find Nahida, and in Inazuma, you kind of have to fight the Archon, but yeah, that was after. In Leeway, we saw an assassination, and we didn't meet Zhong Li till after.
I can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Yeah, we've only been here for a few minutes.
The Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
Uh-oh.
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Your mouth isn't moving.
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
A flick of my finger, bro? You better flick it for me, lady.
Sounding high and mighty.
Yeah.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Yes, because the Traveler, you have yet to say anything. Say something, bro.
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this
Slide why the
mean
dots,
the
bro?
legendary
Chill.
Traveler? How did I not
I'm
notice
already
before?
married, bro.
Hey, what's all the
Ayaka gonna
commotion?
be on my soul.
Is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Drama?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler.
Bro, they
The
called me
one
a
all
blonde,
those
bro.
stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
A duel?
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between
I get to fight her
myself
already?
and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Man put out his sword frame 1, bro. Bring it on, bro. Let's go. I don't know who she is, bro.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
No, we've
What are
already
you trying
fought.
to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against
Alright.
a god. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see.
Bro, they're the main ones that
Then,
mentioned the
as
duel.
the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
A duel in court!
All right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Bro, we haven't done nothing. Thank you. We just got here.
Oh, we have reason. According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of
Bro, they're
violating
counting
this law.
Paimon? You can't be serious.
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's Our Lady Farina.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is
Yep.
that?
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
Thank you, Lenny.
You tell her, Winnie. Finally, someone who's not crazy.
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
Paimon, just stop floating and walk. That's all she has to do right now.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here,
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Bro, we didn't even see the pat on the back, bro. I have to rewind this.
there. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic?
I thought it was pretty good.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
No longer hope water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad,
Just Archons?
but even the gods of other lands.
Mmm. Hype? Hype?
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Bro, she has snapped her finger, bro. Water appeared and she disappeared. Fire. Because meanwhile, in Inazuma, Raiden, bro, she's about to execute somebody and then start walking down in air on lightning. Like,
Just like that. She's gone.
out of all the other
That's
Archons,
the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
alright, so we have two more Archons. The one I'm most hyped for, the one I want out of all of them, is the ice archon. Favorite element is water and ice. So of course this one's my favorite, but the ice one, she may take the cake since she's supposed to be like the villain, right? So, and I'm thinking Death 5, she's my favorite waifu anime character. So if she's like
Don't
Death,
mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation.
bro,
Just in case.
our life is
I
complete.
didn't think it would actually come in handy.
Her and Ayako waifus, bro. Ooh, plus Farina, bro. Yes.
Now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
A little blurred.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't
Bro,
really
they both have the
anything to do
Hisoka
now,
from
and we wanted
Hunter
to go to
x
the Opera
Hunter
House
drip,
anyway.
bro. Because Hisoka has the tear on one of his cheeks and the star on the other, bro. Did they steal that, bro?
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first. You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy,
Tell me
right?
more.
Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only
The
then
big teardrop.
will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Wait, is this some type of Noah's Ark, bro? Where God, bro, when God made it rain for 40 days and 40 nights, and Noah and his family only survived, bro?
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
The first
But here in
Hydro.
Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely?
Good point. That's a good point,
Why
Timeline.
bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
It won't be long before it engulfs us, but now the water is engulfing our memories. I say engulf us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death.
I mean, Sumeru is right across the way, you know?
We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than...
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows?
We're just
tiny
specks
specks in the grand
in
scheme
the grand
of
scheme of
things.
things. That's a good
Now,
point.
if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say. Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some interesting opinions.
The first person was nice. The second two, all right, we'll
Yes,
fix that.
but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like.
I want to stop offering.
Steady hands make light
We're gonna
work.
do something. I don't want to do nothing.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor. You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine.
Is she a
Though
robot?
The performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Food. I don't blame you. We're out the country. We're in a whole new country. Let's try
Wait,
all
shh.
types of food.
Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Need my glasses.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice...
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing.
Dang.
Watch her movement.
Bruh, a pickpocketer, bro? Dude is just oblivious.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right,
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her?
You just got off the elevator. You're looking left, right.
Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be...
Yep. Our job is to wait right here.
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now.
You're welcome.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
Already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle, and I
Brother,
needed to
how
make
did
sure
you
he was
twist your
okay.
ankle?
Oh,
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right. Sorry, Lynette.
Bro, how
I
you
have
twist
to
your
admit
ankle when
that
we got a
the
thief
was
on the
even more
loose?
skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
what a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Linny's initiative paid off.
Yeah, I don't know if you're
Alright,
interested,
let's
but
put this
I'm
little
selling my
detour
audio
behind us.
interface.
We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Sounds like fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to ride the bus, bro. I haven't rode the bus since elementary school. Since elementary.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
It is better to travel with
So you
friends
mean
to
it's
get
still
the
boring,
different
even when I'm
opinions and
riding
someone
with
to talk to. Dang, she said, so you mean it's still boring when I'm riding with you? Dang, bro. Got slapped in the face with the pie and you're a magician. It lets you use
no, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Dang. She's like, whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
I think I need that for the PlayStation 4 too.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Yawn. While we ride the bus, we're gonna take a nap. Can't connect it to PS4.
Oh, excuse me. Aren't you the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette?
Uh-huh.
Hello? I don't believe we've...
Okay, she's an ice character. Okay.
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Bro, how do people know about us, bro? You're in Fontaine. This region is separated from everything. Well, not really. I'm thinking about Inazuma.
Amazing! You recognized everybody almost immediately!
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I?
But I guess if you're on Discord, then it works on Streamlabs. Yeah, it works. Or Streamlabs. Yeah, I'm on Streamlabs OBS, so it should work.
Today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be showing me some favor?
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on?
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle. Even if, for example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Dang, bro, you ate a single piece of bread for 5 days because you were so poor. You settled for 50? Alright.
That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
Tell us more.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials.
I just love that I don't have to read all this. I can just talk to chat and just let this play in the background.
The serial disappearances of young women case. You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years
20 years ago?
And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
Bro, girls at the same age are disappearing, and one went 20 years ago. Y'all have done nothing, bro?
None of the girls have ever been found.
None of the girls have ever been found to this day. So a girl been missing for 20 years.
Many suspects
have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would
So the
always
more
happen.
arrests happen, the more people disappear. Are you on a boat? So we're on a bus.
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing
Shadow,
girls
what you think? What you
deserves some
think, bro?
sort of explanation.
What you think of the two character designs of these two characters
I
right
just
here?
imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Bro, it's
don't
it's
imagine
because
that,
you
Lynette.
said why, bro. It's because you said why. Because Stone Cold says so, bro. You said you was wondering why? Because Stone Cold says so. He keep finding more commands. I stopped thinking this guy was cool. The second I compare him to his Soka, bro. Bro, he's my favorite from Hunter x Hunter, bro. So anytime I see the reference to like cards or anything, he's the first person to come to mind. Or the symbols like the tear and the star. Chef's Kiss on the soundtrack. Whenever I go into the water, bro, you gotta hear it, bro. Alright. I know I just said Hisoka is the favorite on YouTube and on Twitch, but bro, his bungee gum ability is cool, bro. And his desire to fight strong people is cool. Outside of that, bro, he's kind of sussy, bro. Bro, when I first saw that show, he was like, oh, gun. It's like, bro, what is this guy? What is this guy's problem, bro? This man over here fantasizing about gun, bro. It's like, bro, chill. And then I did love his theme music, bro. Like whenever he's on the screen, the theme music that plays, I love it, bro. So I got a question.
The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay.
I did like, okay. I like Hisoka. I did like Killia, but I didn't like him until the Ant Saga, though. When, sorry if I spoiled this for someone, whoever watches this. Bro, I like Killia in the Ant Saga when he activated his lightning mode. Outside of that, no, bro. Okay, I did like Kurapika. I like Kurapika when he started showing his eye abilities.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see
A part of
the
him
Steambird when you have time.
going. Bro, chill, bro. This man said, what part of him going gone and kill you? I will have you, bro. Chill. He was like, he just want to fight strong people.
Always running around and interviewing everyone? Well, where should we go now?
What I need to enable.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Let me see something. There we go. But I gotta do some more commands when people say certain things. I gotta brainstorm for some stuff. Ooh, we have a generator. Yeah, in that show, bro, I would say first impressions. Hisoka was a fave, you know, from going from episode 1 to keep, you know, as the season go by. Kurapika was the second favorite.
This is our
Like,
current
bro,
abode.
he was whack until like the last season, bro. He was a worse Kuwabara, bro.
Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I
Oh,
have
it's
some new
Fremine.
friends that I would like to
I actually want
introduce.
this character.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
He's like the ice version of D-Luke, but he's
I
a 4-star.
Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Uh-oh, he said father? Is your father
Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal
the second
diver.
Hokage?
Hello.
He said the word blasphemous command of 17. Bro, you said 17, bro. Chill.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Bro, I want to wish just to get this character, bro. That's one top 10, potentially top 5 to get buffed. I'm sick. I just want my characters to get buffed, bro. I didn't. Okay, we didn't ask for Beerus. We didn't ask for that buff, bro.
Oh, it's nothing.
Beerus, like,
we were just discussing a
who's
little
asking
housework.
for that, bro?
Sorry
No one
for the
asked for that.
interruption. Oh,
Which
before
is
I forget,
blasphemous.
the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Like, for Android 18 to get what she got, bro, I would never have thought to do ground barrier as a buff. She was already fine.
Yes, I went diving
It's
and
like,
gathered
nope, let's
lots
give her
of
ground.
materials.
Matter of fact, let's just give her all the
I was about to
moves.
give them to you.
So they was like, bro, they first said, let's give her a grounded barrier and something else they gave her the previous patch. This patch, okay, let's just give her the whole kit. It's like, bruh, no, that's not how it should work.
Fremine, always quick with
This
the
is so
underwater
dumb.
work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
The androids aside of 16 and 21 are broken. 16? Bro, come on. 16. Bro. He has his own plus frame moves. The only thing that sucks about him is his neutral. But they gave him we don't care neutral no more. Bro, they gave him what he needed. More combo routes to give him more meter. He has a 16 frame command grab, bro. Come on. He has his own plus frames that don't need assists.
Wasn't it clear and sunny
He
just
has,
a moment
anytime you
ago?
get put in a block string, you're scared, bro.
Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here.
Bro, I want
It
to make a
often
16
rains on
team now,
days where there
bro.
are trials being held
I wanna
in
make
the
a
upper
16
house,
team,
but
just
don't
a
worry,
meme.
it'll clear up soon enough.
Just say, get down. Get down. 16 is not broken, he just better. Okay, he's not broken. He is extremely good, though. Outside his
What's
neutral.
wrong, Fremine?
But even with the neutral, bro, they just said, we don't care about neutral. Here's a free neutral move. You do EX whatever.
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe.
Bro, I wanna
It's
play
said
now,
that a
bro. I wanna play
dragon of
Dragon Ball,
water
bro.
once
Chill.
resided in Fontaine.
I'm here for
Though we
Genshin
don't know
Impact,
where
bro.
the dragon went.
I'm
Every
missing
time it
good
weeps,
Genshin Impact
the
lore right
skies will
now.
cloud
They
up
said that
and
Dragon
pour out
Water once
rain.
resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. Sheesh! So there's a dragon crying right now.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon!
Don't cry!
Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try
Bro, I hope this dragon is cool.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Yo?
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
Oh, I thought it stopped
It
raining.
might
I
be
was
a
gonna
more
say,
popular
bro.
magician if you understood the
I know his
concept
weakness.
of romanticism, or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Bro, Strider, if they buffed his B assist where it's like rocks, son, I would main 16. It's gonna be one of those baby dragons that can't fly. Bro.
It rained for
They
longer
gave
than I
his
suspected.
Theses
Oh, it's already getting late.
like rocks.
Was there something you needed to
That's
do?
one assist they not gonna do, bro. But that's one assist that's the one they not gonna do, bro.
House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua
They
bus
did
of the
that.
day.
I actually
On the day
stopped
of the
playing.
performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aeneas.
That's how I was
I'll
hoping they
have
did.
Lynette meet
I'm
you
not
at
gonna
the
lie.
fountain in
I hope
front
they
of the
did
opera
that.
house.
They just gave him more hits. It's like, bruh. On their performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of the Aeneas. I have Lynette meet you at the fountain in the front of the opera house.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets. Is that... Perhaps we could trouble the traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid
Brother,
that Fremine
you just gave me work to do. I'm not even from here.
And the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to
Bro,
make it
he's
up
so
to you.
cool, bro. Let me get this character.
No need. This will be a walk in the park for us. Hello? Is there anyone here?
Paimon, you're definitely the person I don't want to
Oh,
hear
hello
first thing
there.
in the morning.
New customers?
No offense to the
Looking
voice
to
actor.
buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making, what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've
Sounds like
already
she
made
said
several
Kazekage.
orders worth now.
But she said magic pockets.
No need. They've already prepaid
I'm gonna
several
say
batches worth.
for
When they told me
Naruto,
what they'd be using
wouldn't
them for,
you
I
mean
even offered them a discount.
the
But
Mizukage?
they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind
Bro,
of
why
crime.
use hands when machine could do the work? You don't say. I will leave chat off. I'll do that for another time.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Honestly, if I can master Gohan, I have 2 anchors. I just don't know his meter build.
Ah, well, it's a little
He
complicated.
got some meter build routes.
I'm not sure I can put it in layman's
It's
terms
the
for
beam
you.
routes, or the I want to say it's the I can say kick. It's the kick route where you do the loops with the kicks.
Everything we usually use
But
here in
I
the
don't know.
city is powered by
I'm
indemnitium.
not sure.
It's a type of energy
When I
that's
was learning
produced from
Gohan, I was
trials.
learning the beam routes.
Huh? How can
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself. When a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense.
What?
Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by
Indemnitium?
the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away.
Chatting the
Since
day
you're
away.
already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70%.
Bro, chill. Man said 50, no, 70. Bruh.
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Yep,
hey,
let's just dip.
Hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
Child? Child is here?
If Confreri of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
Oh, son. I think Adogo Hansi gives me an extra layer of mix I've never seen before. If I hit you, you get smoked with CSF. If I whiff, then I can mix again.
Ah, you're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now. And honestly, things have been pretty boring.
Pretty boring?
But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Yeah, we've done a couple of things for
Hey,
now.
you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Yep.
Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses.
Bro, I can't
okay?
wait to see who... Can't wait to see who the, Dang it, I'm not gonna spoil, I'm not gonna spoil. That's like, hey, we want everyone to see that you dealt this damage right
so
here.
Strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank. Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank.
Got it.
Huh?
Now's my chance!
Bruh.
Huh. That was weird.
That was weird. What happened?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Oh, stop. Stop.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Yeah, but...
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
What?
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe some control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
I've got this feeling inside my bones. Child, this lives. Oh, I'm just playing. Bro, I wonder, is it connected to the Hydro Archon?
But when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Skirk?
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it would because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss.
Nani?
In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't
don't
breathe.
tell, bro. That's the whale he uses in game, bro. Let us use the whale, bro. Give us a C6 child where it's Constellation 6. He uses the whale instead of his regular ults. Like when you have the bow out, he can use the whale. Like, come on, bro. Bennett is the same thing as C6. He has a special function. But since he's a 5-star character, give him something unique, bro. Chill.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
See?
When we fought against you before,
You summoned a huge whale.
leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers.
Why can't we use that? Come on.
It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
Let me guess, she's dead.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be.
Bro,
so I should get
where's
going.
Sasuke at? Where is Sasuke in Genshin Impact? If you all don't know, Dainsleif is a character in Genshin Impact who is voiced by the English voice actor Sasuke Uchiha. Show me the Sasuke right now.
More work for
He can explain that abyss he went to.
And
He's the one that can explain it.
It's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
For real?
The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise...
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine.
They better be strong, bro.
Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Chlorine, that's the lady we met when we met the Hydro Archon in the beginning.
Well, that's Child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
See, I'm on it, bro.
Before I forget, I want you to have this.
Have what?
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better
gave us
off
his
without it for
vision.
now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Brother.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sneaky guy. He said he's
There we
been
go.
feeling down lately, but
I'm sorry, my
he's
camera
the same
was
as ever to Paimon.
losing focus.
Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
So can I walk around, or you all gonna walk around for me? I definitely want to like walk around to some stores. Yep, you all gonna do it for me.
The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along. Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing. The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but
Isn't that a game in Genshin? A whodunit?
are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
I'm good.
Sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next.
Yep.
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the opera house to...
Alright, let me have fun though. Vegas was really fun, I'm not gonna lie.
Now this is fancy! The Opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Lenny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray...
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Of course.
Vache.
Huh? I'm so like, bro.
What's wrong?
Someone was like, Vache.
Vache.
Vache. Au revoir. Voulez-vous? Somebody making love in this. Whoever's talking to him, bro.
No,
Au
Paimon
revoir.
didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared Paimon! Why did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you.
I do remember Paimon forgot. That's on her.
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
I see. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element.
The hydro element?
Others in my family have had similar experiences.
But, pause. Child did give us his vision. So, this could be Child.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
When when Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy.
So happy, sad, scared.
You
Gotcha.
should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
No. Bro, the way they was saying that name was as if they was making love. Vashu. Like, bro, like, chill.
So,
Pause.
what did the voice say? Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should work. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So check.
Oh, right.
For me, there's an option to have it when someone says a word.
Traveler and Paimon.
I think that's what you're looking for.
I knew you two would come.
That way you don't have to do the exclamation mark.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means
Bro, I hope
now
this
is the
magic
perfect
show is
chance
worth
for
it.
us to take you to the best seats in the house.
Bro, I just read your comment. The best.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always
Bro,
have
you
reservations.
funny,
I've
bro.
already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
All right, hold on to those tickets. Let me address this comment. This says the Nightbot says, "Who asked for all these changes? Zero recovery on level 3." Bruh. Oh man.
Thanks, Linny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey,
Is it
Lenny,
zero
could
recovery?
you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny. Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Bro, you're not sitting down. O's? Bro, he looks fresh already. Who is this?
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything. Ah, you little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Bro, he looks so cool.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk, but
I got the leg crossed.
what should we talk about? Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It's Storm, by the way.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat, and as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Neuvillette is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him.
Bro, he's the
It wouldn't be
Chief
too much to
Justice.
say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
See, when I go somewhere, bro, if I was to meet someone important like that, I would not care, bro. Like, bro, outside of whatever occupation or whatever job, career you have, when you walk outside of those doors, you are a normal human being, bro. Like, bro, folks be so quick to do titles. It's doctor, brother. Your friends are not calling you doctor. The person, your neighbor, is not gonna be like, hey, doctor. Bro, no. A random person from a different country is not gonna be like, oh, you're a doctor. No, bro. No.
offense taken.
Dentist. No.
Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
What do you mean? Oh!
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic
But we haven't seen the
show
magic show
before.
yet on Genshin. Uh-oh. It's time for the show.
Ooh, they're dimming the lights. The show must be
Bro,
starting.
sit down, bro.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Okay. I'm excited, bro. We got a show to watch.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Entice me.
Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
Okay.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
How? And she got her clothes on. Do y'all see my expression, bro? Bro, I'm like, bro, you can't be for real.
What happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
Who doesn't like magic?
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
Hey, it's his ability.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Go on.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
The
Bruh,
lucky
shut
audience
up.
number will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire
Bro, I thought he
minute.
selected my seat, bro. I'm say,
Please,
yo.
come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
She's like,
All right.
help.
Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown?
Maybe.
Like this. 60, 59, 58.
Nah, bro.
Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is.
Thank you, bro. Paimon,
Merely a
shut up.
consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Thank you. That's what's wrong with you. We worry about the next person.
Alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something. 40, 39, 38!
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. Ah, what was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't...
25! 24! What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it.
Never mind the decorations. There's...
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds.
19! 18!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone.
What's going
We're
on?
all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Bro, what's about to happen?
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Bro, stop! This ain't gonna wait till the last second to do something. I'm in awe. Bro, the lady died. Bro, I don't think y'all saw it. Bro, the lady died. Flattened. Dead. Kids don't know. They probably won't. Bro, if she had kids, over with.
Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Bruh, I'm in awe. I was not expecting
Unfortunately,
it.
the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage.
Bruh, if he was married, bro, I'm sorry for the wife. I'm sorry for the kids. I'm sorry for his parents, because their lineage ends with him, or if they have more kids.
As of now,
all right, next.
We are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found.
This goes back. Wait a minute. Wait. This goes back to the missing girls at around the same age. So whoever that is still kidnapping the girls, bro. Rip.
It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale, I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Come on. She can't be serious.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not?
Bruh.
The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Bro, Farina cannot be serious right now. She cannot be serious, bro. So you mean to tell me those other girls who's been missing for 20 years, you blaming this guy, Lynette? Or my bad, Lenny? What about all those other girls that went missing? Was it during his magic show?
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina's...
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met. Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser.
Outside of her logic right now,
better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
outside of her logic right now, I can't wait to get her.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linny's attorney and defend him in this case?
Yes, I will be Phoenix Wright in this case.
Very well.
Attorney at
The
law.
trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linny and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
Sorry about everything that happened just now.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself.
How about I did get mixed?
How could this happen? And poor Cal.
Bro, you can't get that life back. You can't go buy another life. No, he's dead.
I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just good to hear. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone, even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself, couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Bruh.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't
No.
worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now.
Bro, someone
I need
just
to get back
died.
to
Not
my
just
own
someone,
self.
but someone a part of your crew.
But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
You're welcome.
Since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Good question.
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Pretty much,
I
thank you.
suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
It will be. It will be.
'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. But if revealing our secrets will help you, we should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
We're not Detective Paimon, bro. Alright, so we do have to figure out, you know, what happened.
How's the investigation going?
So I'm liking this already because I love trying to figure things out. Hence why I watched the Netflix show called Miss Wednesday.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if
I like
were
the,
you.
the water pun there.
Come with me and you'll see.
Uh-oh.
The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him.
Sounds about right.
The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl.
Yep, I just knew the girls would be there.
Carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
That is true, because it was intentionally planned. It was intentionally planned.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows?
I
Maybe
am.
You'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
I'm loving this already. All right. Where the magic ball struck Kyle wasn't inside the box at the moment. He might have dodged the falling water tank. Not gonna lie, this looked like as if it been cut.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material!
Yep.
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it... Wait! Why don't you write all this down?
Yep.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the magic troupe members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The magic troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
What?
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
Okay, so that means there was something that... There was a plan with whoever sat there beforehand.
I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
Crap. They can't use that against us.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us too.
Let you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case?
What you got for me?
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, if you find any new and interesting...
We don't have too many thoughts.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud?
Yep.
Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but it's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath. So no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident... I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank or something like that.
I don't remember where the sound came from.
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Yep, it was a strange sound that happened before the countdown was finished. We just gotta figure out what.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Nope.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums. You name it. Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
I'm getting Tornado Tempest vibes.
For those who play by our rules,
Terrible Tornado. Her sister Blizzard from One Punch Man.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselles' various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Navia.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand. That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition. Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Yep. Her logic was just out of the water that time.
But that's not uncommon.
Pun
for
intended.
her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well,
Alright,
true.
I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Nope.
Well?
And why would that be?
Let's see. Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment. Facts.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be
Facts.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
Alright, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You pass with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence.
Wait! Since when did we become a...
Dang.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion.
I'm
if
really
you
not
like.
that fussy.
Really,
That's more like it.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will
Demoiselle-
be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
You can definitely tell they gave this a French vibe.
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances.
We wish.
In this sense, our...
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Brother, she has on glasses. How can you tell? He doesn't even
I have nothing to add.
Never mind.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be...
Young lady.
But no one can freely enter or exit the...
No, we're not leaving. Were you always guarding the...
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must... so the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so
Well, because I was in charge of security, I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite... But still, I did not abandon my post. And I
That's
stayed
good.
put no matter how loud the applause
I'm like,
was.
oh, I had to use the
If
restroom.
someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl... Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be...
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks
Very
for being
good.
so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
Dang.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Bro, Lenny be shooting his shot, bro.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation.
Bro, look at them heels. Ooh, look at them heels, son. Sheesh.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Bro, Lynette has to be like part animal.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of...
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Tell me more. I'm curious now.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
Yep.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using...
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking...
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you were...
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick.
Facts.
I
It definitely would have been
never would have
astonishing.
figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't.
Thanks, everyone.
They don't even have their vision, bro. Genshin Impact.
We've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, Demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then! You know, like the kind you usually see in novels!
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the
Yeah,
current
everything
evidence
points to
points
them
toward
two,
Linny.
but it
In other
can't be
words,
them
the
two, right?
charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides. That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced.
Indemnitium.
The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice had...
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the...
Once both sides have finished speaking, then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides?
Bruh.
I thought Neverlet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great yes,
I wouldn't
the
put faith in no
guards
machine
also
voting for
asked
me.
me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us...
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point. That's...
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous
Bruh.
desserts too.
Not the
I mean,
fa-
what
not the
better way
famous
to properly
desserts.
think through our findings than over some tea and sweets.
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all. Just kidding! Just kidding!
Hmm? What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks, if we cannot buy some.
Huh?
Understood, mademoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Make up your mind, not Navita. Well, I know it's Navia, but goodness.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Krabby Patties. Those the same Krabby Patties they made in that one episode, bro. The episode where SpongeBob started painting the Krabby Patties, bro. If y'all remember that, I may put a clip right here.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds,
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like that?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Bruh, greedy much?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
She's a
Tea
Geo
is ready to be
element.
served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts... No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber.
She thinks, but she's not sure.
We can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But
Yep.
the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guards said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great!
They are my special...
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3.
Please don't worry about it. At my age of...
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon...
There were 3.
Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then maybe...
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed. Malus, set up the stove again.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want...
As you wish, Demo...
And I have the egg.
What?
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't know what we're looking for yet. But we've still... It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage.
All right, thanks for your help, and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Why not just name the other guy Gold?
What do we do? The whole situation is so confused. Good plan.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia.
Best of luck to you.
The thing is, I wanna... Does Farina have links like Nahida did in Sumeretto? Nahida's able to see, pretty much everything that was going on through everybody.
Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest,
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Alright.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
Bruh.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so?
Does your wife know
And
you
if
hang
I
out with
may
these
ask,
ladies?
What did you hear while you
Bro,
were
she's
inside
here with
your
me. JJ, what's up,
box?
bro?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
Oh, that is your wife?
No.
No. Well, she's not in the cutscene at the
When
moment.
the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Bro said JF wife is Cortana, bro. Alright. So JJ, if JF wife is Cortana, that means your wife has to be like Siri or Alexa, bro. You pick.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself.
Alright,
You
JJ.
never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Alright, JJ, what's your thoughts on the lady that was just talking? Would you rate her from a 1 to 10?
Of course, I have
What do you rate this lady right
myself
now?
to do far more than smash your alibi.
2 different eye colors.
Cannot go unfounded.
Long
and
hair.
my foundation
Nice shape.
a
Looks like
rough
she
salt.
plays volleyball on the side. Has a unique taste in clothing. Talk dirty to me, Siri. Oh my lord. Of course I have all my stuff to do for more. Voice that you like the voice?
Tell me.
Okay.
Aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Uh-oh, the background has been revealed.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes.
Alpha from the types up a little strange, probably too hot maintenance for me. I feel that.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost...
Bro, she got the Sakura cha going on right now.
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny. Why didn't you tell us this before?
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
Uh-oh. It could have been set up beforehand. I give you that. Plus, Child is here in Fontaine alongside with the other house operatives. I've been a victim of schemes before, and now?
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Uh-oh. Remember the time you downloaded Halo Infinite? Bro, what is that?
I knew it.
I knew it.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do
Permission to speak, Your Honor. Bro, why don't you talk? My client has withheld some key information.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
Bro, an NPC can talk before my main character. Come on.
Attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
I like the hair, man.
My dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
I like her hair, man. Alright. Lenny gotta tell me the secrets, bro. Alright. What's up, Lenny? Talk to me, bro.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
It's Storm, not Traveler.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys.
They're not bad guys, though.
Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry. I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities.
The Harbingers?
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
It's still lying.
The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to. Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please.
Well, you both say that, but... Right.
Yeah, where'd you go when the...
No lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
The Oratrice. That's a good point, because... see, I'm glad I traveled to the shop. I'm glad I traveled to the shop and asked the lady. Oh, this is getting good. I was getting sleepy, but this is getting good. We gotta figure this out now. We gotta figure this out. So there's a shop in Fontaine that before I came here to the Opera House, I had asked the lady, how does everything work? And so she's telling me that the ore that is used is fueled by the people through water. So that's what they're trying to figure out now. So we're trying to figure out how it operates. But when the lady described this, she was kind of hesitant, and then she got interrupted. So now we want to know, how does it work? It comes back up. Oos, a wild avatar has appeared. What's going on, gang? So right now, there has been a murder. So this is pretty much turned into Miss Wednesday on Genshin Impact, bro. So we reached a new nation, and we got introduced to these two characters here. They are twins, and both of them are magicians, and for their live show, someone got murdered. So now we're on the case to figure out, what happened. And so the judge and the prosecutioner, they have revealed some information about them two that they didn't tell the main character here. Long story short.
During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
And so, of course, during the show that they did, you know, accident happened, and during the event, right, they went missing for a couple of seconds. And so now the main character is asking them, you know, where did you actually go in that 30 seconds?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Did you hear the same voice I heard?
Impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Yep.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
I'm good at work right now. I appreciate you stopping by the stream.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust. But, like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler,
Bro.
you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
You gonna follow my lead? Uh-oh. Alright. I will defend.
Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
giving us a chance.
Yep, I gave y'all a chance, and we better be,
Skills are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense. Huh?
So they had pretty much a adjournment where they take a break to
Both parties have
hear.
returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Uh-oh.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
He said download Halo when you get... Bro, I don't play that game, bro.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention, at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Whew! Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that!
In other words, you believe...
That's right!
Yep, we believe he knew nothing.
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Carol hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
Yes, we have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Bro, you're my partner.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he... You're saying that he wasn't.
Yep. That wasn't it either? Okay, the strange sound. Alright.
That's right! Linny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, the same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Take off the glasses, Paimon.
such logic.
Bro, she giving me soccer vibes with the cha.
Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who wasn't?
Oh, gotta think. Select the gear icon to interface to set the story on the face question. Set the fields to verify greatness of the dust. If you have made mistakes, you must make another selection from the remaining. Once you do all the questions, you can complete the logic chain. It's caused the water tank. Yep. If Lenny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troop would have been able to tamper with the ropes. Then a good detailed account of how the troop was supposed to work by using a box inside the box. The idea was for the box to contain the audience member to be transported across via tunnel underneath. Lenny himself would also use the tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette, her assistant, would take charge of on-stage interactions.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Could there have been a third person in... The deceased's name is Cowell.
I say it was the guy. First time I said it's the guy because the guy could have wanted to commit suicide. I doubt we doubt it's the girl, right? Because the girl obviously went missing, and it couldn't be the other clue. I'm not saying he wanted to commit homicide.
Are you serious?
But I'm not sure.
The killer?
Oh. What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did. And how he went from would-be
This would have given time.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you so...
Wrong thinking.
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you...
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Yep.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the...
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been...
Yep.
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important...
Boom. The water. She went missing through the water.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being... Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving all... If there's a similar method...
Oh, just a moment, please.
Yep. Through the water, bro. I didn't think about that. Because Lynette did the same thing when he, I think, snapped his fingers or whatever Lenny did. Lynette appeared in full clothing, but her clothes were still in the water tank. So same thing with Halsey.
How could a person ever be transformed into water. This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick. Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real.
Even so, I trust the traveler's judgment.
It's Storm.
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes.
Oof.
At the end,
Bro, look at her, bro. I can't wait to get her, bro.
Your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone.
Oh, what you got? What you got?
Several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately.
Found
the notebook
fluids?
in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from
the primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
Yep.
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
Let's go. I missed two questions.
People dissolving into water?
Yes, bro, you heard it right.
Ridiculous actually be true.
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Yo, son, thank you for the follow. I hope the notification went through.
That the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
I'm gonna play some...
Order!
Hold on. I'm missing some crucial stuff. Play some Smite, then hop on Genshin later.
Has yielded some surprising results.
But now you're not fake, bro.
We cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines.
Flex, I hope I'm not spoiling the story for you, but it's chef's kiss so far, bro. I like what's going on.
Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
I feel like I'm Phoenix Wright right now.
Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
So next stream, I may put on a suit and you know, tie, button-down shirt. That's about it. Not doing the whole thing.
From the primordial sea.
Bro, this game, come on.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Shut up,
The
Paimon.
original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his target.
Yep.
When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped,
The water
from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey.
Yep, I'm gonna dip out for now though. Gotta focus on them. Alright.
To conceal the water inside the tunnel.
Sumeru's story so far.
Being covered up by the water tank on stage.
The crowd will enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being coated with the water tank on stage. Yep.
He encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
So what else we get? Ah, the water. Okay.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
What did I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I...
Farina, come on, give me a hug.
What a humiliation.
Bro, she's so
It seems
adorable.
like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death.
So outside of Farina's logic in this situation, she's adorable, bro. I can't wait to meet the Cryo Archon. Like, so the sad part is about my journey for Genshin is that during the next area, bro, for the next Archon, the fire area, I have to hard skip. As sad as that is. Because I will save for the Cryo Archon starting in the fire area, so
His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who
I'll
could be
be
related to
hard
the situation.
saving because I'm trying to C6 her.
On
Trying to
that note,
C6
the
her.
guards have just contacted me indicating that
I
they
have to.
uncovered new evidence.
If they make her look anything like Esdeath, chat, oh, bro, I'm spending hard money, bro.
I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Like, grandpa money.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case, and we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
Yo, not in Lenny's.
What?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience,
Bruh.
allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Stop. No way they found the stuff in his bags. Esdeath was my background for like a year. Bro, that's like, of waifu, of all waifus, she's my #1 waifu. Like, strong, and she's the type to like love a person to death, bro. Oh, she like you? Oh, she's already sprung, bro. It's like, bruh.
I can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale.
And to Ace Attorney, bro, real quick, bro. It turned into that real quick, bro. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
What is Navia
offense,
talking
miss,
about?
But miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
Bro!
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
This changes
My
everything.
name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Mondstadt? The area of freedom? The area of freedom? I'm sorry.
I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before.
That's the girl from earlier. My bad. I almost got my headset out. Bro, that's the girl from earlier who was pickpocketing.
But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago.
Yup, we noticed her.
I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
Uh-oh.
He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
Yep.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it.
So the water
Had I
tank
known
has been
that,
tampered
I
with.
wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now.
No. The case isn't solved. The water tank was tampered with.
Story from Lillian's perspective.
But why was the rope tampered with? So that is now our new case.
She would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses.
So that's where the 3. We did have 3, so she swiped 1 out. Okay.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so bravo.
Let's go.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
She's so adorable, bro.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
That's why I hope S-Death is a ruthless. I said S-Death. I hope the Cryo Archon is ruthless, bro. Let us get Raiden 3.0. Like the cutscenes in SNES Haya, bro. Let them be the Inazuma cutscenes like ×5, whatever it is, bro. Because I hope the Cryo Archon is beast mode, like, cause she's the big bad.
Wow.
So far from what we've gathered.
She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box, and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
Dang.
Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact
Let's go. We proved his innocence. Yatta! We did!
Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case at least can be handed over. As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, Part.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Next,
You're welcome.
I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yet. Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the
Bro,
gods.
tell us everything you know, bro. You have the
I'll tell you
judge
everything I know.
and the Archon right here.
Boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act.
Like, I need to do a bigger mouth drop.
Please submit to inspection immediately.
Bruh. I was not expecting that. Bro, I was not expecting that at all.
So, we're just going back now?
I thought Chow was supposed to make an appearance. I'm not needed no more.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
We wait now.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me, I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
The Knave?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
Alright.
Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets.
Okay.
To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever.
Not gonna lie, this is the Fatui Harbinger music playing in the background.
Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just...
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could... But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
Yeah, I probably would take it too if I was in a situation.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Bruh.
Oh no. So he was gonna...
Yeah, he was gonna... Bro, I don't want to know.
But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care. And they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Yes, I want to know what happened after.
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood. And the Knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the Knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been, but she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plans.
So
She's gained permission
So
from
the Harbinger we're talking about is a she.
Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
She's gained permission from the Tsaritsa. Ooh, they go by Queen. To first use the Gnosis power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland.
Lady Arlecchino.
Orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prof.
It's all right. I understand. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my...
Alright. Yeah, but let's see. This should be the end of it, right? We must leave.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too? Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm really trying to defend Lenny. I'm not gonna cap.
Are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Huh.
Ah, I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
You were.
That, Navia?
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Well, sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me.
Oh, you're fine.
Shall we have
It's understandable. When we come around, we bring pretty much new life to everything and start chaos, as the Hydro Archon told us.
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in!
Oh, wonderful.
Bro, she can take me anywhere.
Why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right, then. Let's have our farewell meal.
Oh my goodness. Son, that was a quest, sir. Go to the workshop. We're gonna stop here for today. We'll see. We'll do a part 2 to this. We'll continue this series where we're completing the Archon quest together. As you see, we did complete Act 1 because it shows you once you complete the act, you get a free intertwined fate. But that was a good quest though. I had a lot of fun trying to figure out, who's, the murder case of who killed who. But it was really good. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video, comment what was your favorite part of the video. There were parts where I did skip around because it'll be a lot to put in the video, so it's probably gonna be like at least a 2-hour long video. But if you did like the video, do leave in the comment section what part you like. Like I said, I know I skipped around on some parts, that way you all don't have to see everything, but I do apologize for those that did want to see it. I do apologize. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.